We're Rock 103 on the Bear. I am Tommy, and hanging out with Brett and Mike from Redline Chemistry, guys. You got a new album out, Tug of War, man.
We do.
Tell me about it, man.
It's been a long time coming, man, but we're happy to have it out. It's available on iTunes, Amazon. We've been working on it for a good while. We worked with producer Nick Raskulinix, who's recently done Alice in Chains, Deftones, and Rush.
I know Nick. We used to trade shows back in the day. I was going to get to that in a minute. He's actually supposed to come into town, so hopefully we see him this weekend.
That'd be great. I mean, we're leaving. We have to leave tonight, but yeah, we saw him in Nashville. We just played there with Buck Cherry a couple days ago. So
excellent. Well, tell me about Paralyzer. From what I hear, when I saw the video, I heard the song. You guys seem like there's a much more of a mature approach to this one. I'm going to try to say it non-offensively. You guys have grown since the last record.
I would agree, man.
That was definitely the point, you know. For me, this new album's much more musical than the last one. I think more of our influences really came out on this record than the last one. So it's something I'm very proud of, and I know as a group we're very proud of this record too.
Well, it's funny you brought up Nick and Alice in Chains, because when I first heard you, and please take this as a compliment, seems like there was a hint of Alice in Chains in Redline Chemistry, and then you get the guy that produced Alice in Chains the last two records doing your record. So how did that happen?
That's all coincidence. I mean, yeah, we grew up loving that era of music. Nick actually did a radio mix of our last single, which is how we met him and worked into that. But yeah, I mean, our influences come through. But really on this record, I honestly think the way that we went about it, the place that we're at in our careers, I think that we're finding ourselves, we came into our own and kind of found more of our true identity on this record. So I'm really happy for the people to hear it. I think there's going to be some surprises and some things that people aren't really expecting from us compared to what they heard from the last one.
Well, I know that Nick really, some people refer to him as the song doctor. What did Nick bring to Redline Chemistry that maybe some of the guys in the past hasn't brought as a producer?
Honesty, a lot of honesty. You know, if he didn't like something, he'd tell us. Like, you guys can make it better. I know you can, and you know that drive and that honesty made us work a lot harder to really please him. We didn't want to let him down. We were working with a guy of his caliber, and we really respect him. And for me, I didn't want to let him down, and wanted to do the best we could. So that was the most I got out of it. Was just him. This sucks. You can do something better. I know you guys can. So that's really
One thing I love about Nick, and I know I'm the same way, and I'm sure you guys are too, we love music. We're fans of it. And even Nick at his caliber, he's into this thing, and I always love it when he gets these younger bands and stuff, you know, because what I've noticed, he tries to find your sound and get you to sound like you.
Absolutely.
He would push in different ways. If something started to sound a little something like something else,
right.
He would try to push us to be who we are, and he pushed us to write more. He pushed us to just be better. And for someone like him to be interested in working with a band like us is very encouraging, and it gave us a lot of confidence. And we bought into it, and we bought into what he was doing and telling us, and we worked our asses off, and I think everything's going to be good.
Well, I know how he is. He doesn't work with a band unless he likes them.
I know.
I kid you not, because it's not about money for him. It's about the music.
Yeah, it really is. And when we found out that he wanted to produce this record, we were all kind of in shock, going, "Wow, he wants to work with us, really." So it was awesome. Great experience, man. It's amazing.
I'm going to ask you a hard question on it. I know it's hard to pick between your children. Your 3 top songs on Tug of War, and then your 3 top songs. So pick between your kids now.
I'm going to go with Through the Haze, The Fighter, and Quiet Hurricane.
How about you?
Quiet Hurricane, The Fighter, and probably Paralyzed. I know Paralyzed is a little bit more straightforward than the rest of the record, but the groove is great, man. It's a very strong one. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the whole record, man, so it's going to be great. Tug of War, I mean, obviously there's a meaning in the name, but tell me what it means for you guys.
Trying to make it in this business can be a little bit tug and pull. The record in itself represents that as well. Half of the record is very aggressive and heavy and straightforward rock, and the other half is very melodic, There's a lot of longer, more epic songs with melody and just kind of more of a journey. So the two of those together, it's almost like two different entities on one record. So that's where the Tug of War really kind of came from.
There you have it, Tug of War, the new album for Bedline Chemistry. I'm Tommy, this is Brett, this is Mike. This is Real Rock 103.9 The Bear.